today we're going to be changing the front and rear brake pads from a R3. This specific model is a 2017 Yamaha R3. I'm not really sure which one's the front, which one's the back. I'm just going to guess it. This is the back. No, this is the back, and this is the front. You can appreciate the thickness of how much braking. Let me see if I can actually make it better. How much of this we have compared to this guy's right here. So we don't have any brakes at all in this and the motorcycle, so we're gonna be changing the rear ones for the brand new ones, as well as the front. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. No braking power at all. Actually, the front got some, but since I'm already doing this, I decided to replace front and back. Let's go straight into it. So in the rear, we're gonna use a 12mm socket. What we gotta loosen is this guy right here, and we should be able to lift it up, then remove the bolt right here, which might be a 10mm. Then we have to remove these pins, one pin right here, two pins right there, and it should be everything. So let's go at it. Okay, so this is what we removed. This is the pin that was holding the entire caliper, with both of them holes facing up. Remember, when you put it back in, you could put some grease in this, you could clean it up. This is what I'm gonna do at the end. And the retainers, we have two retainers just like this. They came out in this direction, so when it's ready to go back, I'm just gonna sit them flush. The original bolt that I told you, it's over here. Wait, my fault. Yes, so that bolt right there goes through here, and then this pin goes through here. This is the pin that holds both of the pads in place. So when we're gonna remove them, the bottom pad is gonna be aligned with this little piece right here. Let me see if I can move it. There you go. One-handed. Oh, come on, there you go. Like, it's gonna be aligned right there. We just remove it, and it's trash. It's just gone. Number two, let me see how we're gonna be taking it out. I have to do this off camera. Okay, so there is this metal piece that hooks onto the loop right there. All you gotta do is just pull it outwards, and it just comes right out. Let me see if I can show it. Yes, right there. Now that we want to put the new brake pads in, this is what we have to do. It got a piston right there. We have to push that piston back into place just so it can create the space. Because if we were to put the new brake pads in there, they're not gonna fit at all. They don't. So the way that I'm gonna do it is, yeah, I can't do it by hand. So I'm gonna, let me see what I can do to show it in camera. My idea is to put a brake pad right there, or two brake pads right there, boom, boom, and then to push it with my flathead screwdriver, push that in place. But let's see how it works out. I thought I had to put a lot of pressure in there, but to be honest, it was pretty easy. I just pushed it with both of my hands and went right back in there. You don't really need so much strength to push the piston back in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the reverse. So I'm gonna do a time lapse of me putting this back together with the, yes, I was right, by the way, the The way to tell the difference is by the corners. This one has more of a sharp edge over here, and this one has like more of a uniform shape to the pill. So that's why I knew this one was the one for the rear, even though I wasn't sure. But here we proved the theory right there. So let's go into it. Once you're done with this, the next thing you gotta do is just pump this little guy right here, and that's it. What you're doing when you're pumping the foot on the rear brake, which is the foot brake, whatever you want to call it, is you just pushing the piston out and creating that force that pushes the the brake pads on the sides of the rotor. So we're done with the rear. Now we're gonna move on to the front. End result. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So for the front, we need a T50 Torx key. Is like the Allen keys, but the difference is the end is not. It's not the same. It's like a star. So that's the name. T50 TORX key. All right. So with that, we're gonna loosen both of these bolts. I already did it, and they hold your brake caliper in this position, like like that, with a bolt on the top and another one in the bottom. Also, we're gonna use, this is what I used before. I used a little Allen key to remove this little pins. I don't know if I mentioned before, but there's little pins right here. Yes, those little pins right there. That's one, and that's number two. So we're gonna be removing those little pins with the Allen key, and then I'm gonna be using, I believe I could probably use my wrench, or you can use anything to push those two pistons back into place, so you can create the space that you need for the new calipers, which are thicker than that. These are not 100% out, but why not replace them both front and back and help you out guys with a little guidance on how you might be able to do it on your own R3. Okay, so this is exactly, you see the pistons are back. This is how we did it. So you see how there's a gap between both of the pills, right? Left and right, the brake pads, I call them pills. So just so you know, I put the flathead in the middle and I just push it to the side, top and bottom, and we get the end result right there. So the next thing is to remove the pins right there, one and the other one that I showed you already, somewhere over there, and the pills come out right out. So this one, once we remove the little pin and those clips, fasteners, whatever you want to call it, it's gonna be free. So we're gonna flip it up and then pull it outwards, because it has the same concept as the other one. And I believe, yeah, and the other one is exactly the same. So the way to put it back in is exactly as the one in the back. Clips in there, slides out. Once you're done, you put the new new ones back in there. Just slide them in place. Whoop. And the only thing to do is just put the both of the bolts back, and you will be done. So that's pretty much it. Just reverse, and I hope this video helped a couple of you guys. Ride safe.